We were going back to the guild.
Ah, yes. Chapter 17, The Guild's Crew, which they really could have named, like, Chapter 3 or something.
But I do like the fact that we have gone full circle. We are back to where it started.
Yet again, terrified to step on that grate that your foot definitely doesn't slip through somehow. Oh, Diglett got all choked up.
Ah, that's sweet. This is such a sweet moment.
Oh, absolutely. Chatot just comes out like, you weren't doing any jobs while you were gone, right? You're going to give me 90%
Give
of the
me
money?
your money.
Thankfully, you don't have to do any flashbacks and you just cut to, you've explained everything.
They still do the thing, like, they removed the part where we explain to them what we already know.
But Chatot still repeats it back, yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we did not save any time. This is a reasonable reaction.
Yeah.
To just assume that the story is so bonkers. Usually when Chatot just cuts us off, that's a part of his personality that is really annoying. But in this particular case, I cannot really blame him. Oh, thank you for bringing it up. I do appreciate that they are not going to just wave off this part.
Yeah, because you can't wave off that part. That was, like, huge. What?
What do you mean by accident?
That's a bit of a stretch.
He literally said, "You two are coming with me."
Wait, I just realized. They're not saying the Great Dusknor anymore. Do they just immediately assume, oh yeah, this guy doesn't deserve respect anymore, without having the full conversation?
I mean, you don't know whether or not they dropped the honorifics, because, like, if they were using Dusknoir Sama, that is translated as the Great Dusknoir.
Right.
But if they are now switching to Dusknoir Sun, in English they would translate that as just Dusknoir.
Fair point.
So you don't know whether or not the honorifics were fully dropped here. He still sticks to Dusknoir Sama.
Of course, I just said everyone dropped Dusknoir Sama, but yeah, no, still Bidoof. So I understand Sunflora's character, but she really doesn't have to say, oh my gosh, after every sentence.
There was actually a person on Reddit who was criticizing this character for the same reason.
Yeah, I saw that post too.
But she doesn't get enough lines to be annoying.
I wish the scene stops there and it's like everyone like, don't listen to Chatot, he's just crazy. But Chatot actually has a point.
This is actually a very good point, yes. He wanted the people in the guild to help us because they want to, and not just because they were ordered to. Okay, these actually make sense.
Imagine if her stomach could actually talk to people.
Let's go find Torqual and beat his ass. You were supposed to be like, oh, why are you saying that? We are not.
Sorry, I didn't even process in my head. Why the hell do you want to beat up Torqual?
Yeah, now it's no longer funny.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to cut this entire thing.
I wasn't ready for you to say it at all, so just like, it didn't register in my head. Yeah, you had a lot of money.
The secret is just never spending any money, and then you have a lot of money.
Fair point.
That's the trick I always used in my life. But then I started playing gacha games.
Yikes.
And it all went to hell.
I feel that.
Do we have a nickname for this guy?
I always name my Psyducks Grape because of that one song.
Bum, bum, bum. Got any grapes?
The duck walking up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum, bum, bum. Got any grapes?"
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I love that they acknowledge that.
Before. Oh my god, really?
I love that they acknowledge that. That is so awesome. Funny. I love this. We just told this old man a crazy story about time travel and like, needing an artifact to fix the flow of time. And his only reaction is, I see.
I mean, who knows what he's seen in his prime? This is an old dude.
So what you are saying is that this place is in a hidden location.
Correct.
I wonder if that is why they call it Hidden Land. You need proof. Proof of what?
Proof of valor. No, that's a stupid joke.
Nobody's going to get. I mean, I actually like that joke a lot, but no viewer is going to get it.
Of course, no one else is gonna find anything because they're not the protagonist.
This kind of annoys me. The entire point of this story, the moral of the story here is that you can always rely on your people. And if these people are your people, then you shouldn't be afraid of telling them about your problems, and then you can rely on them for help. And we overcome any kind of trouble by working together. But then when it comes to actually doing stuff, we are the only competent people. Everyone else in the guild is accomplishing nothing.
They're trying their best. Now, another realistic question. How does Torkoal climb down that ladder?
What is the point of this scene?
Why did they have to wait a night for cutscenes for him to tell you stuff? I do not know. I may never know.
That's not my problem. My problem is that this is all one cutscene. We haven't been in control ever since we talked to Torkoal. So, couldn't he have told us his wisdom earlier in the same cutscene instead of keeping this cutscene going for longer?
Now that we're here, I'm remembering they do want Torkoal to be in town for this.
Okay, if him being in town is required for a future plot twist, then okay. Oh gee, a certain pattern, you say?
Do you know where this is going?
If this doesn't get explained, I swear to God.
I'm not gonna say anything, because I'm honestly not sure. Torkoal dreamt of romance and adventure. Unfortunately, I said Torkoal and romance in the same sentence, so that's something I'm not going to be able to unthink for the next half an hour.
Jeez. And now I am not going to be able to unthink that forever.
Nothing eases suffering like spreading it around.
These guys are still around?
Yep.
Weren't you dead? Oh hey, the monkeys from the...
Just stop holding your arms in the air, primate. That would be a good start. I think it's funny. It took them this long to realize. Oh yeah, Dusknoir can just come back to the past also.
Oh, and we just switch chapter just like that.
Look at that shadow. I wonder what Pokemon that is.
Considering totally that the chapter is literally called Chapter 18 Lapras.
Yeah.
Why were you guys here?
Anyway, now it's off to Brine Cave.
I have come to the conclusion that this game is a game of exceptional highs and exceptional lows.
Yeah.
Like, the things that are good are amazing, but the things that are bad are really bad. I will say that the good parts are more numerous and more egregious. Like, they are more notable, they're written so well that they greatly overshadow the bad parts, which is a good thing. The way you say it makes it sound like you are saying Brian Cave.
Brian Cave.
So they just happened to find that pattern in this cave. But we already know that it wasn't a coincidence because Lapras was somehow involved.
I love people are looking at this dungeon and its location and only now they realize, oh, okay, there's going to be water types in here.
Chatot is lower level than I was expecting him to be.
Yeah, I think Chatot actually does serve as like what level you're supposed to be around by the time you're here.
Which we kinda are. Where are you going, Chatot? Jesus.
Chatot chose violence. Wait, no, Chatot isn't choosing violence. Okay. Chatot, hit it, Chatot. Choose violence. Okay, that's not the right violence.
Seriously, what do you contribute to this story? You show up, you act like complete douchebags, and then we beat your asses, and that's it.
They're like Team Rocket in the anime, except they don't show up enough to be funny.
I do like the idea of Chatot being serious mode now. Let's go kill those guys. What does the Mix Elixir actually do?
It's a max elixir that only works on Linoone.
Why? What was that? Sacred Fire.
Sacred Fire!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh Jesus. Do we ever actually fight these guys?
I don't think so. It's like, wait, you guys knew there were there were bad guys in here? Why didn't you tell us?
Yeah, gee, I wonder why we didn't tell you.
Oh, wait. Wait, Zubat immediately.
Why are you asking if Skuntank is alright? I hope he isn't.
Munchlax is a nice person.
I am not.
Oh my god, that's so mean. I mean, like,
Actually,
that's like
no, I am
character for Chatot.
I am 100% with Chatot on this one.
I actually 100% agree.
Like, there is a nice pool of water right there. Let's just throw these guys into the water and be done with it.
That's murder.
Yes!
Carl, that kills people.
And they're like, but
To-
Carl,
oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
murder.
no,
That kills people.
Yeah, Carl, that kills people. Coughing's like, you redeemed yourself. Something's like, shut up, I'm obviously still an asshole.
Yes. Ooh, they made a unique animation just for this. I like it.
Also, the thought that Kabutops can climb is a little worrying.
I guess I'm going to
Stun Seed, I think. That way you can leave him alone while you kill the Omastars.
go.
What?
Oh, outrage! And now we wail on this thing. I was really worried about this boss battle, but with all the seeds we have, and
Yeah,
with Munchlax
probably.
being a beast,
Yeah, with proper strategy, any of these are doable.
what did... Okay, fine.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
This is kinda sweet, yeah.
Anyway, props to Wigglytuff for finding Grovyle. Much appreciated. Wigglytuff's still the best character.
I do
Competent.
appreciate that there is somebody competent other than us out there. Yep, sure it is.
Oh yeah, never mind. It works.
Apparently it does. So we really aren't getting any explanation as to how we got this thing in the first place, huh?
Anyway, here's a. I wonder what
Gothitella.
Pokemon that is.
Don't tell me that
It's
silhouette
Captain.
didn't look like
It's
Gothitelle from the front.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually animated the head of Lapras to turn around when you are making conversation.
Also, I love this thing. They keep going back with two people telling the same story.
Yes, this is
Couple
done
of them.
really well.
The relic fragment chooses who will go to the hidden land, so now it's like kind of sentient. It's kind of sentient.
I mean, yes, it is a stupid explanation, but I'll take it over no explanation. Also, the fate of the world is in the hands of Team Subscribe. How does Lapras actually swim? Because his entire frame is outside of the water, with only the fins being immersed in the water.
Yeah, Lapras is just super buoyant.
And see, his fins are standing still underneath the water. You can clearly see them. And now he's flying. Oh! The moment from the opening.
Anyway, this is the hidden land. No longer hidden because you found it. It's
Okay,
really
I will
changed.
say that the pixel art is incredible here. I love that. I sure hope they will try to work it into the plot, because they put the giant red swirly thing of doom directly above the peak for no other reason than to call back to when Cyrus summoned Dialga in the original Generation 4 games.
Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, the hidden land really doesn't hold back.
I mean, Abomasnow and Bastiodon, those are absolutely no threats to me.
Well, yeah, but they're still like not weak Pokemon by any means.
No, but I can take this level of challenge. Rampardos.
You can kill it in one shot.
Yeah, you are dead, my friend. And
Omae wa Mushinderu.
what was that pronunciation? Leave a comment to make fun of Cellophane for the way he pronounced. Oh, this is a weather I like. So, who has drought in?
No, I think that's just like a natural thing.
Oh, why are there 4 identical panels in this room?
Wait, why are there? RNGesus, baby. I'm going to light everything in here on fire.
Yep.
I mean, that is a pretty nasty plot.
Hey, you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I don't think he liked being woken up.
I just wanted to kill him with Ember.
Now pretend I make some funny JoJo reference. Oh, now he's dead.
So you guys are going to kill the Poruglia or...
Yeah, guys, are you gonna kill the?
No, they just don't want to attack, okay.
Grovile's a pacifist now.
All Druids, we made it.
Here we are.
And there is Mew. And there is Kyogre fighting Groudon. Why was not Arceus in the first?
They still have to call out Mew. It's a Pokemon game.
Oh, the loading screen.
Unknown letters. Unknowns.
This always pisses me off. When they hand wave ancient writing and they're like, yes, I can read it because I have studied a lot.
I mean, like, you can't say that Grovile hasn't.
Yes, but studying means that you would have learned from somebody. But if you establish that nobody knows this language, then who did you learn it from?
Maybe Celebi? I mean...
Okay, yeah, I can condone
Pokemon
Celebi
from
because
Johto.
of her time travel powers.
There's an indentation in the middle of this rock thing. I wonder what goes in the hole.
Oh, of course. How did you get here? This guy is literally the right-hand ghost of the god of time.
Yeah, I was about to say. He just was like, this is simple. Why are you asking?
So, boss fight against Dusknoir.
I don't know why the Sableye take that position, like, this formation. They could be in a situation where they can all hit you at the same time.
Because it is an arrow, you see, that points at the portal.
Oh, you're right. I didn't notice that. Oh, wait, no, you gotta eat. You gotta eat a berry.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And the AI knows not to hit someone who's petrified.
Okay.
And now just go to town.
Can you imagine if that Ember missed?
Wait, that's actually so good.
Oh yes,
Because now
actually.
Dusknoir couldn't hit them. Yeah, I don't think Dusknoir was very happy about how that went.
Yeah. I mean, right now there is a way out of this. The stairs we came from are completely... Nobody's blocking them. We can just run.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, by the way, love this animation of Dusknoir's lower mouth smoking.
Oh yes.
And soon
Yes.
enough, it's time for me to start crying.
Oh, they talk?
Yeah.
So are we just going to throw him into the black hole?
Wait, why are you keeping an eye on him? Just throw him in the hole.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly.
Okay, Google Dusknoir weight. Yeah, 235 pounds. Or 106 kilometers. No, 106.6 kilograms.
Kilometers.
I weigh 106 kilometers. Oh god, I'm not living that one down, am I?
That is the most American thing I have heard anybody say.
Oh, I made a grave mistake. We're making these jokes over like in a super important plot point, by the way.
Yes, they are establishing that if we change the past, the Pokemon of the future are going to disappear. Why? Makes no sense whatsoever.
No, because if you change the past, the way the future works could change dramatically.
Yes, which is going to change who we are in the future. But it is not going to erase us altogether.
Well, who knows how far off that future was? It could totally erase you altogether.
Although it does give them, the extra noble goal of making the world a better place, even at the cost of their own lives. Oh, okay, and they actually... Okay, I take everything back. This was foreshadowed, so I am okay with it.
Yeah, they definitely foreshadowed this.
Okay, then I'm okay with it.
And here's like actual story beat, because amnesia stuff. Like you had new life. Are you still ready to give that up, even if you were before?
This is a very good point that you are making right now, yes. The plot point itself is kind of bullshit,
But the writing.
they are using it in a way that builds up meaningful storytelling. And they ruined it immediately by being too quick about making the right choice. It would have been a lot better if we were just completely shocked to the point of being unable to properly answer. And so then we need to be dragged into the last part of the story, and then we snap out of it and make the noble decision. Making the noble decision immediately cheapens it a bit.
Sure, plot points aside, but what about Munchlax?
They were discussing it right now, yes. You do have a point that the situation with the partner makes it a lot more poignant and a lot more interesting. There is a lot of good and a lot of bad in the way this scene was booked. That said, the good is more than the bad.
I do appreciate how you really just go all in and still point out all the flaws, because it's just stuff I've never thought of or heard myself before. Oh, is it time for me to start crying? I think it's time for me to start crying.
That is what I suggested myself all along. Why couldn't they do this in the first place? Are you actually getting emotional?
I'm just so used to getting emotional at this scene.
Okay. I actually respect that. I sincerely admire the fact that the people who made this game managed to put so many beautiful things in it, for all its problems, for all its drawbacks, and for all the million things that I am pointing out because it is my job. But so many beautiful things were put into this game with so much care and with so much effort that this game went on to become important for people like you who played it at launch. Unlike me, I just played Darkness at launch and I quit halfway through. People like you who played this game and have retained beautiful memories of it. The fact that this game went on to be so important for you, that is a testament to how well this game is done and how well scenes like these are done.
I gotta say, when I got my DS for Christmas, the first one, this was one of the 3 games I got, and this was like the first Pokemon game I ever owned.
So see, this is an important part of your life.
Since I was bad at the game, I spent so much longer, and it felt like I've been with these characters for so much longer than I really was. So seeing Grovyle just sacrifice himself like that was the homie.
Yeah.
Obviously, those were not the words I was thinking back then, but
everything you just said is a testament to the sheer amount of effort and quality that went into this game. It is by no means a perfect game. It is a game that has a lot of flaws, and I have pointed them out mercilessly from the very start. But the big mistake people make nowadays is that they believe that the easy way, the cheap way, if you don't set up anything deep, anything important, anything meaningful, and you just do the bare minimum, you just give the players the kind of game, the kind of gameplay that the focus group told you would sell a lot right now, and then you don't have to risk making all these mistakes I was pointing out about this game. But I respect a lot more the idea of making these mistakes, but as you make them, you still put in so much effort that you end up delivering a game which goes on to be genuinely important in the life of people like Cellophane.
Yep, I'm definitely not crying. I mean, I say this as if I'm not going to cry more later, but so, I love how Munchlax says it's about to get moving, as if he somehow knows how this thing works intricately. Yeah. By the way, this is a massive safety hazard. There are no walls stopping you from falling off.
Oh yes.
It would suck if Grovyle did that whole sacrifice just for you to trip and fall all the way down there.
Oh, okay, they do address this.
Now, you know when I said that things get real in the Hidden Land?
Yeah, this is going to get realer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't really struggle that much in the Hidden Land. I'm just going to tell you now, Porygon Z is a bastard.
Okay, so, time to die a bunch of times.
Probably. Oh my, whoa! Oh my god, wait, Munchlax looks so cute when he's sleeping. Please don't kill him, Bronzor. You have a heart, Bronzor. Glare was the perfect thing to stop that guy. Oh.
Oh, and then I got killed from across the room.
Oh my god! Wait, Cyrene did 86 damage!
You will forgive me if I don't share your hilarity right now.
No, that's not funny. I know that's not funny. Because that's bullshit. This is the most stressful I've ever seen this game. Oh my god, why are there so... Well, that's a lot of damage. There's no way you find more than 2 monster houses in one dungeon.
Thank you, Munchlax.
Wow, okay, Munchlax. That one was not very cool.
Let me eat that gum. Oh, signal beam.
Oh, okay. They can snipe you with signal beam.
Yeah, fuck this. So,
And here we
yeah.
are.
Here comes the almost primal Dialga, I take it.
Yeah, primal reversion before it was cool.
So, I mean, he's doing the same gimmick as Chatot, where he's like, I don't want to listen to what you have to say. I'm going to punish you for this
Well,
crime that I
not-
believe you have committed.
Well, no, the gimmick is he's kind of losing it.
Okay, but it still kind of feels underwhelming for a final boss.
At least you got there to the point where it is possible to beat the snot out of Dialga until he understands you.
Oh, the good old video game gimmick. He is not fully corrupted. We can still save his soul. How do
And
we
how
save
you-
his soul? By kicking his ass.
Kicking his ass. All right, so you got that violent seed still?
Yeah, the one which I have been sitting on for the entire
entire
game.
game. Yeah.
See, this is the upside of forgetting to record the first boss battle, because this way we can make all these jokes which we already knew would work, and we can pretend like this is my first time facing this boss.
Yeah.
Instead of dying to it, like, immediately.
Let's just hope he doesn't decide to click Roar of Time. And now, Falcon Punch sound. Boom! 458 damage. Wait.
Oh, Sacred Fire!
Sacred
I
Fire!
will take it! Falcon! Punch! Oh, and that's it! Okay,
When you
how
properly
did we
strategize,
lose to
these
this
boss
boss?
fights are not very difficult.
So what else is going to go wrong?
No, it's just you just gotta like really book it to throw those time gears in.
So I need to hurry, so I'm going to stop and narrate the fact that I need to hurry. That video game logic. So, quick question. Did we actually take the time to tell Munchlax that the moment he puts in there those time gears,
Nope.
we are going to disappear?
It's not gonna be immediate, but love how they animated rolling Munchlax. Appreciated.
Oh, Dialga is fixed.
Yeah, Dialga's all better. I love how it's just all caps, like you have no cause for alarm.
Oh yes, that is like the Archangel Gabriel in the Bible, where he's like this gigantic eldritch entity from heaven, and he's like, have no fear,
Be not afraid.
be not afraid. And so yeah, he fixes the world. I love that. Okay, this is interesting because usually when after a time paradox, characters talk like they have memories of the other timeline, the worst one. They often do these in other media, and it is always bollocks because it makes no sense that you would retain your memories, like when Trunks in Dragon Ball Z goes back to his bad future even though the world was fixed in the present. And that makes no sense. But in this particular case, it makes sense for Dialga to do that because he is the god of time, so surely...
He's the god of time. He
so
knows all
surely
that.
he would have knowledge of all possible timelines at the same time.
I mean, even that aside, it would have been pretty obvious that temporal tower collapsing would have mean the planet gets paralyzed either way.
Oh, that too, yes. The way the post-battle dialogue is set, it makes you feel rewarded for what you did. So it makes up for that previous dialogue being not so good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now this is a heavy scene.
Yeah,
See,
it is.
this is what I was missing earlier. When I said that the dialogue with Dialga was kinda disappointing in the way the battle was set up, and it was just a random misunderstanding, it's because there was no previous emotional investment in that scene and in our relationship with Dialga, so it all felt kinda hollow. This, on the other hand, We are going to literally die in front of the guy we spent the entire game with.
Oh, by the way, your silent protagonist syndrome is cured.
Yeah, this is a scene that means something, because the relationship we built between our protagonist and the ally, this was a beautiful relationship, and the emotional punch that this scene packs based on the previous experience that lasted throughout an entire game. This is a really important, a really heavy scene. Meanwhile, Cellophane is literally crying.
No, I'm not. Yet. Big yet.
Oh, okay, the sprite of Munchlax crying makes it even heavier. Did we disappear as in go back to our timeline? Or are we just gone forever?
Who knows? It's a time paradox. We don't know how time went. Either you just never had a reason to come back to the past, or maybe you were just never born to begin with.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm kinda sad that this scene didn't get the big heavy line, but there it is. That's the big heavy line.
Yep. There it is.
Oh, I can already tell you what's going to happen from here. Can I venture a guess? He is going to bookend this entire story by going to the same spot where we met him, and then one of two things are going to happen. Either he is going to cap the story by reminiscing about our first encounter, or Dialga is going to restore us, and we are going to appear in the same spot right in front of him.
I mean, you've got gamer's intuition. You can figure it out. First, they have to play that great opening theme again, and I'm going to actually cry.
Yeah, see, it's the same scene as that we saw at the start of the game. This is the big bookend. At the end of the story, you go back to the beginning.
By the time this is all over, you never remember all those bullshit pin missile, Faint Attack, Sandvale moments. It's just...
You are going to remember this, yes. That is a very good point you just made. This is what separates good games from bad games. Because all games, good or bad, are going to have good things about them and bad things about them. But what makes a game good is the effort the makers put into making the good aspects so good that they become part of your life and they become things you make memories about. And so then you remember about those and you look past the flaws.
I'll probably forget every single time you die that you don't put in the video.
This is a beautiful ending, and this is how you make a game memorable. And of course, nowadays, nobody really puts this much effort into making this kind of detail so beautiful that it would become a memory. There were lines in some of these scenes which you, who played this game how many years ago, and yet the moment we witnessed these scenes again, there were lines which you could quote verbatim. Can you remember any line from Sword and Shield?
I remember one, but it's Hop telling Leon he's pants with directions, and that's just because it's stupid and funny.
But see what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. This just proves your point.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same kind of game if you remember the
Nowadays, they try to make things memorable with memes. Meanwhile, a game like this makes things memorable by being a genuinely good story. And so you're going to remember that. Not because it is a meme that you ended up seeing again on the internet 27 times, but because it is actually good and it actually made you make memories.
Stuff I'll never forget.
Exactly. This is what video games used to be, and occasionally they can still be these.
But they're pretty rare. That kind of stuff is pretty rare nowadays,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Exactly.
Makes me sad.
And this is a spin-off. This isn't even a mainline game.
Yeah, this makes the mainline game story look like nothing.
Yeah, but can you imagine putting this much effort into a spin-off? If you look at...
Not nowadays, no. Even
Yeah.
the remakes of the original Mystery Dungeon did not get the same sort of personality in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still cute. It was still nice. It just...
The genius of having a ad hoc expression for the partner. just in that scene where he breaks down crying.
Yeah, that kind of stuff would never fly in new games because who would have to want to put that effort in? That's just a waste of resources.
So anyway, yeah, that was Explorer of Sky, and everyone. I will say that was an experience. There were some things about this game which I really, really hate. But there were also some things about this game that were so incredibly good. And yeah, I have already ranted about it a lot as we were playing, so I don't need to say anymore. This was without a doubt, a memorable game. I will never forget experiencing this game, and I will never forget experiencing it with Cellophane. My friend, thank you so much for being with me the entire time.
Anytime. Thank you so much for suffering through this game for me.
I mean, other people, this is something I really want to say put on record, because I want this to be in the video. I want to make this clear. Other people come and go, and they sometimes are part of the streams. Sometimes they aren't. People join the Discord. If you haven't, by the way, viewers, come and join the Discord. The link is right there. But yeah, that aside, other people come and go, but you, Cellophane, you are always here. You are part of this. And I want to thank you so much for giving me this experience. And here is to many more experiences in the future.
Here's to more. I can't wait. Oh, by the way, you were right. Dialga brings you back.
Yeah. Okay, so you lied.
I never said you were right when you said that was the end of the story. Thankfully, because he's literally a god, you can't call him out for yada yadaing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a god. I can buy that he can do this. Okay, yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah, there's not even dialogue.
And now that's the actual end. Okay.